I got an email in my inbox that said Crossroads 2023 ? And the message said, would you be available to play Crossroads 2023 MSG ? -EC. And I called Joey right away. I was like, I got the funniest email, and I can't tell you the email address, but the email address was hilarious. And everything about it seemed illegitimate. And I just could not imagine that this is how the Crossroad invites got sent. So, but there was like, you know, in my mind, there's like, oh, there's like a 5% chance that this is legit. So I don't want to tell this person where to get off for trying to pull my, you know, yank my chain or whatever. So I think I just replied, sure, and sent it, and then got a message back that said, great, management will be in touch, XOXO Eric. And I was like, uh-oh. And then our manager went and did some sleuthing around, and sure enough, said, yeah, you're going to Crossroads. It was like, bah! And I mean, we grew up listening to Clapton records in the house, and we also poured over every single Crossroads DVD as young musicians. You know, we're introduced to so many of our favorite guitar players: Susan Tedeschi, Derek Trucks, John Mayer, Doyle Bramhall, Keb Mo, like all these cats that, you know, this was the first time that we'd heard a lot of their music. So wildly impactful concerts in our catalog. So
it was the first call for a gig that when, I don't want this to sound wrong, but I immediately thought, I don't want to do it. And not because it's such a big thing, and because I grew up with the Crossroads franchise being like such an important window into the music that my heroes were making, and such a great opportunity, a great showcase of sort of the best and the best that they had to offer. And the moment we got that call and we realized that it was real and not somebody messing with us on the internet, I just was taken back to watching Crossroads 2007, I think that's 07? I think it was 07. Either 07 or 2010. And watching it and knowing objectively, without a shadow of a doubt, that that was something I would never do. And if maybe I would be lucky enough to get a ticket and go see it, but it would never, like, it didn't cross my mind to go, oh, I hope I do that one day. It was, you know, that was not a thought that crossed my mind. And so when we got the call, it was just like the cognitive dissonance of knowing that I would never ever play Crossroads, and then getting invited to play Crossroads just broke my mind. And what an incredible, I mean, once the terror kind of passed, then the feeling of validation, and you know, we've worked really hard as a band, and we put everything that we can into what we do. And to have someone like Eric Clapton say, I see what you guys are doing, and I think it has value. It doesn't get any better. And you know, I think if anybody tells you that they don't sometimes experience imposter syndrome, I couldn't believe them. But in those moments when you're doubting yourself, I do kind of just go, but do you remember that time when Eric Clapton invited you to Crossroads? I'm like, all right, yeah. I might think that I played terribly last night, but we must be okay. So that's a pretty special thing.